This is Pastor Kelly Onojigovia, the lead pastor of the Kingdom Chapel Family Church, a certified marriage and family counselor. This is on Wisdom Mentoring Power TV. This is our section of Ask the Counselor. This is particularly of a married man asking this question. He says, why do most couples have consistent problems? Consistent problems. Problem does not mean that people are sick. The truth of the matter is this. Apostle Paul says, if you want to get married, he said you will have plenty problems. So number one thing to understand is this. The marriage is for people who want to solve problems. A perfect marriage is not it's not a marriage without problems. A perfect marriage is a marriage that experiences problems, resolve it, and they keep going. They experience crisis, they resolve it, and they keep going. They become better, not bitter. They become better, not bitter. A perfect marriage is a marriage that has passed through the seasons, and they grow to become better, and they grow to become better. So a perfect marriage is not a marriage without crisis. And let me say this so you can understand. When somebody comes on air and say, well, you know what? I have never quarreled with my wife before. Well, that could be a statement. But is there a place for misunderstanding? There is a place for what? For misinterpretation. As a matter of fact, just because one spouse is quiet and never tells you that he is not in pain or what you did, you never hurt him or her, doesn't mean they are happy with everything you're doing. So let me say it again. A perfect marriage is not a marriage without crisis. It's a marriage that has gone through crisis. They solve the problems and they keep going. So the question is this again. Why do some couples have consistent problems? It's a lack of knowledge and a lack of understanding that makes some couples have consistent problems. For example, if what will cause problem in your marriage when the marriage is 2 years old, still bring problem to you when you are now 6, 7 years old, it means nobody's growing. It means people are not growing. This is a proof of lack of growth. Whatever had become an issue before, when you were just married for 6 months, is still an issue when you are 10 years in marriage because somebody is not growing. So why would most people have consistent problems in their marriage? They love themselves, trying to put this together, trying to make ends meet, trying to move forward, trying to make progress. It's a lack of knowledge and understanding. Because the moment they grow in knowledge, the moment they grow in understanding, the problems will leave. Problems will leave. There are some problems only growth can solve. There are chances for those who says an heir, even though he's an heir, he is what? As far as he's a child, is placed under a tutor. When he becomes of age, he takes authority of what belongs to him. There are problems in your marriage, only growth will solve it. So increase in knowledge, increase in wisdom. There are some things only wisdom will solve. So Proverbs 24:3, a house is built by wisdom. A house is built by wisdom. Wisdom will build your house. Consistent issue doesn't mean that somebody is crazy. There is a lack of growth, there's a lack of knowledge, there's a lack of understanding. Most people have no time to discuss their problems in their marriage. So sit down, call your spouse for a meeting. Sit down and address the problems. There are some things that's happened in the marriage. Sometimes it's not even today, it's some years back. There's something happened today and it reacts to many things behind. So sit down. How do you love somebody you cannot forgive? How do you love somebody that you are bitter about? Sit down, address the problems, communicate the problems, deal with the problems, attack the problems, resolve the problems, and come back together. I can assure you, friends, that a good marriage is a marriage where the storm will come, the wind will come, the rain will come. And after the rain, the storm, and the wind, you guys are still standing. It will be joy in the future. It becomes your testimony where you could talk about the things you have gone through and you are still standing. So how do you deal with a constant problem? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, growth. Because in the absence of a lack of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, you just keep having one problem to the other. Because problems don't just go, they must be solved. They don't just go, brother. They don't just go, sister, they must be solved. So why would couples have constant problems? Is a lack of growth, the lack of wisdom, and the lack of knowledge. I pray for you that your home will not become a war zone. The Lord will help you to grow, to deal with issues as they arise, to address issues as they arise. And you will not be bitter with each other, you become better with each other. Remember, God's decision for us is to have a good home and raise good children. I pray that the Lord will help you to synergize, to deal with problems, get them resolved, and be happy and be loved all over again, and build your home to look like heaven on earth. God bless you. Remember, the numbers will show up on the screen where you could send up questions and I will deal with it, while we're also praying for you. God bless you. God bless you.